Hello and welcome to the Matchday vlog. I understand that this is a bit different and you're staring at a picture of Lee Griffiths. There's going to be another instant later in the video where you're doing exactly the same thing. It's just a case of when I was rerunning through this I realised that I'm missing the original clip which introduced you to the video, so apologies for that. But basically all I said in it is welcome to the vlog. It is BSC Glasgow versus Vale of Leithen in the Lowland League on Friday the 26th of October. Matchday 2 of the 4-game weekend with Brad coming up from York for the weekend. So all the match rundowns and everything will come after this, so hope you enjoy. Just a quick rundown before the game. It's for BSC Glasgow. They are 5th in the league. They've got 16 points in 10 games. Looking alright. They could move themselves higher up the table. They're looking in a pretty strong position at the minute. I believe they are just 4 points behind the league leaders, which means that they could jump up to 3rd after today. However, they would have the teams they'd be jumping up ahead of would both have 2 games in hand. Vale of Leithen are currently 8th, 14 and 11 games, so they've played an extra game, but could move ahead of BSC Glasgow tonight with a win. In the previous matches, it was actually in the Scottish Cup. It's Cumbernauld Colts they played, BSC Glasgow, and they beat them 4-1. For Vale of Leithen, it was Scottish Lowland League after they were already knocked out of the Scottish Cup. So they played Dalbeattie Star and they won by 3-0 at home. So both teams coming in on a bit of form. So hopefully it should be a cracking game. Hopefully we'll get to see some goals banged in to make up for the lack of goals yesterday. So that's basically it. I'm not going to do much because I don't know much about these teams, and I kind of forgot to do any research for the game until about 5 minutes ago. So hopefully you all enjoy it. Hopefully it's a good game, and please like and subscribe if you do. Cheers. A superb ball forward. They've been the better side so far, driving forward early doors. About 7 minutes gone, and it's a superb ball right over the top. I think it was the number 9. I don't know his name. Takes it down really nicely, dinks it over the top of the keeper for 1-0. Deserved lead, and hopefully there's more of that to come.
That's a yellow card. .25 minutes gone, still BSC Glasgow 1, Vale of Leithen 0. It was a very hectic start for sort of 10-15 minutes where all BSC Glasgow dominating the game, dominating chances. It's quietened down a fair bit since then. The last sort of 10 minutes have been quite just sort of midfield battle, a lot of midfield battles. But it's been a good game so far. Glasgow deserve to be in front just because of their early dominance, but hopefully some more goals in this. I feel like both sides have still got plenty to offer.
Okay, at this stage of the vlog we had a couple of interesting things happen. The issue is that with my face-to-face camera, for some reason my audio cut out, so I'm refilming this very quickly as I'm editing it. Basically what happened was, for the goal, it was Martin Grehan who scored. A lovely slide through ball through him, and he just, thinks it to the far side of the keeper, into the back of the net. Lovely little goal, simple as you like though. Shortly after that, the keeper sort of pulled up with an injury, and we weren't sure if he was going to continue. He seemed to be fine, and then about 3-4 minutes later decided no, that was enough. So they brought on the sub goalkeeper for their normal keeper, and then about 2 minutes after that they then made another sub as well, which was completely unexplained, but Vale of Leithen made 2 subs in the space of 5 minutes, and there was no real explanation as to why. Martin Grehan scored the goal, and I think that's pretty much me summed up everything. Hopefully this makes up for what was missed.
Winters needs to get on side. That is deep. Oh, fucking hell. Okay. Thought it was in. Oh, that's in. It's 3. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Is that an OJ?
I think it's... I don't know. I think so. Deflected in off the Vale of Leithen boy, I'm pretty sure. That's half time. It's BSC Glasgow 3, Vale of Leithen 0. It is 3. That's not a mistake. Right on the half time whistle, Cameron Ballantyne hits a strike at goal. Cannons off the keeper and then in off of the captain Jack Blakey. So they're 3-0 down going into half time. It's just been a disaster. For the visitors, Glasgow have dominated the opening sort of 20 or so minutes, 15-20 minutes. They didn't really face any threats. Leithen then sort of started to come into it a little bit, started to create more, battling for it more in midfield, but then obviously losing the goalkeeper, and then they made the change which helped them a little bit, but at the end of the day it's just still been all BSC Glasgow really. They've controlled the majority of the game. They deserve to be in front, and by that margin as well. So yeah, a well-deserved half-time lead for BSC Glasgow, and I could easily see this being 6 or 7 by the end of the game. Fair enough. Oh! Near enough 15 minutes into the second half. Vale of Leithen have started very, very positively. They are the team on top of the minute. They look like they want to try and come back into this game. I feel like they've got a goal on them, but it won't be soon. It'll probably be next 15-20 minutes. But it's a positive start to the second half. Glasgow sort of slowed down a fair bit. Look more like they're just trying to contain them rather than go forward, make it 5-6-7-0, which is fair enough. It'd be amazing if they did.
That'd be great.
A superb save from the Vale of Leithen keeper there. It's Winters again with a strike from the outside of the box. Brilliant strike and a superb save. Keeper goes down to the right, gets down low quickly, and somehow keeps a hold of it as well. Very good save. By far and away, not that, but maybe the chance before it was best chance of the half. Chance before it with the ball's cut back to about the penalty spot. The boy's got 3-4 yards of space. All he has to do is turn and shoot. He takes a touch, looks for options and passes back, which was the wrong decision. So it could easily be 4-0, but this was just as I was saying, Leithen are starting to take control of the game. Glasgow have now jumped back on top. So it's anyone's guess at this stage, really. He's missing an absolute sitter, played through, brilliant ball through for him. And he's just one-on-one with the keeper. Needs to hit the target at the very least, and he puts it wide. Disappointing evening from his point of view, but in general, still quite an even game. Now it's sort of pace of it slowed down. There's a lot of midfield battles again, much like these sort of 10-15 minutes in the first half. It's slowed down a little bit. Still, BSC Glasgow 3, Vale of Leithen 0. Behind everyone.
The thing about that number 3 is it.
He's won the ball, what the fuck? Good save. About 10 minutes to go, still BSC Glasgow 3, Vale of Leithen 0. Looks like the game's just sort of going to peter out. Neither side is creating anything particularly fantastic. I think Leithen just want to go home.
Well done, ref.
It just looks like Leithen want to go home because they just sort of abandoned all hope, and Glasgow just want to see it through. So can't see any more goals in this game at all. But I think Glasgow would be happy with that result. They've controlled the game. They could have easily won it by more, but they'll be pleased that they have won it the way they have. Show nearly. Lovely finish. Most certainly an added time now, and Glasgow have made it 4. I'm not sure, I didn't see who it was that scored, didn't see the number, but it was brilliant, just passing football from Glasgow, starts from a throw-in, passing it across the field of play, comes to the boy on the edge of the box. It's just a simple finish from the edge of the box. Keeper can't do much about it. They've just left the defence exposed, and Glasgow have done Vale of Leithen rank rotten today. Thoroughly deserved win, 4-0 Glasgow. First 2. Yeah, not ideal, but at least I got 2 of the goals, so.
Playing Peter Crouch in central midfield, isn't it?
He's a tall passer, isn't he?
Just a bit. But he's 6'4", 5".
So it's finished BSC Glasgow 4, Vale of Leithen 0. Generally just a dominant performance from BSC Glasgow from start to finish. Bit of a dodgy period for maybe about 10-15 minutes towards the back end of the first half, and then the start of the second half, the first 5 or so minutes. But just in general, Glasgow were in control the vast majority of the game. 4 very good goals. The 4th one a bit simple for Leithen to concede, but I'm pretty sure at that stage they were just ready to just go home. They'd given up at half time, 3-0 down. I think the injury to the goalkeeper didn't really help them, and I don't know what happened with the second sub. It was possibly just like a formation change of some kind. There's no real explanation for that whatsoever, but just in general, a good game. £3 entry for a student, which is good. So I would definitely recommend, if you are in, if you've got the time, and say your normal team isn't playing or whatever, or there's like an international break or something, and there's a local team that is playing, then by all means have a look. Look for the BSC Glasgows and your Selkirks and your East Kilbrides and shit like that. Have a look at teams like them and try and get down to one of those games, because they're cheap entry and they can provide you with good entertainment. Because it was a very good game. Despite the scoreline, it was a high scoring game, but it was still an entertaining game. And despite BSC Glasgow's dominance, Leithen did put up some kind of a fight. They were 3-0 down before they started putting up a fight, but they did start to put up a fight, and it was a good game to watch. So would highly recommend, try and find a non-league game, go to like Highland League, Lowland League, or if you're down in England, National League North, go down and watch some shit like York City or something like that, I don't know.
Thanks. Wow.
Anyway, that's all I'm going to say. Looking forward to tomorrow, Partick Thistle versus Ayr. I will talk more on that tomorrow when I do my intro there. But anyway, thank you all very much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Please share it around to anybody you feel might enjoy it. And yeah, try and get along to a non-league game. I'll catch you after. And it's finished BSC Glasgow 4, Vale of Leithen 0. A generally dominant performance from BSC Glasgow from start to finish. There was a bit of dodgy period, sort of. You can have it back when you turn it off. I'm fine with music. I can deal with your shitey music, but that fucking song. Because the first week I was here, the number of fucking times I heard that song played because of the fucking name of it. Jesus Christ. And then my fucking siblings come here, right?
Is it still recording? Stop it a minute.
Scottish Cup final since 2006. Looked like we were getting it last year. Is there to be a late winner this time around? Here's Rogic. 2 to play. It's Tom Rogic!